What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one is all about Mohamed and Yves and exactly what went down in the last episode. But hey, before we continue, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, as well as every single person that is a member of Patreon as well, where you can go to get that unrestricted content, if you dig what I'm saying. But hey, let's get into the madness.
And so I'm sorry, but like things are different here. I'm not Muslim, and he does not live in a Muslim country anymore.
Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? That is proving exactly what I have been saying. I said that Yves definitely, in my opinion, went over to Egypt and played the game of saying that this is exactly who I'm going to be to make you happy. Some people question that. But if you ask me, this is her flat out coming out to say, well, when we was in Egypt, in a Muslim country, well, I was more than happy to follow the rules and regulations at that time. But now, we are in America, baby. And to be honest with you, this is the same type of attitude that we have seen season in and season out with different cast members. Remember Angela with the way she spoke to America saying, well, I'm an American woman. Da, 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 da. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the episodes. The proof is in the cast members of each episode that behave like this, that believe that just because you're now in America, you have to follow their rules. No, that's not how it works. If you meet someone underneath certain circumstances and you promise that person that you're going to behave based on those circumstances, it means you should behave based on those circumstances. But if you're not going to, well then why waste that person's time? And to be honest with you, the thing that's more frustrating, more annoying is to see and think that at this moment in time, it has been reported that Yves and Mohamed are currently apparently still together. And if they are, then to be honest with you, I am highly disappointed in Mohamed. Unless, of course, Yves has changed her ways and she has decided to, I guess, in a way, obey the rules that he has obviously asked for and everything that he has asked for that she obviously told him that she was going to give him, but then decided to say, hey, we're in America now, so let's change our mind. But nonetheless, though, let's see how this conversation goes, though.
My friends are just worried about me.
Every time your friends telling you we are worried about you, that makes like no sense to me. Like I'm trying to understand what they are mean about that.
You see, here's the thing. She spoke about her friends being worried about her. And Mohamed asked the correct question. Make us understand. Make us understand why your friends are worried about you. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen. The question is, can you make sense out of no sense? Well, here's the thing. You can't. But I can tell you this now though. This furthermore proves that they had a conversations in the past pre-Mohamed traveling, that she was going to behave in a certain type of way. In fact, if we went back all the way to episode 1, when she was talking to her friend about Mohamed coming in, or episode 2, whichever one it was, she spoke about Mohamed in a very highly way. She spoke about him in a way as if she was ready to give her everything that he desired because he was going to give her everything that she needed. But then we follow into the next episode of Mohamed actually landing in America. And all of a sudden, Yves did not take the day off. She literally used him as the boy toy that he is to her. Had that little sexy time, which I guess a lot of people are like, well, he's already broken one of his Muslim rules anyway, so should he be that hard on Yves? Well, here's the thing though. The matter of fact is that Yves obviously agreed to everything that he had requested, so therefore, he has every right, if you ask me, to be, you know, hard on her only because she agreed to it. If this is a conversation they never had and she never agreed to it, well then fair enough, we can put into the fact that he's already broken some of his own rules, if you dig what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it seems to me as if he has kept it absolutely abundantly clear with Yves exactly his intentions and exactly what he looks for, and she's obviously agreed to it pre him actually moving to America. But as you can see, soon as he arrives from America, as soon as he arrives in America, first night she gets her little fix, and then in the morning, what is she doing? She's off to work, which isn't a bad thing. But you think for someone that's never been in America before, it'd be nice for her to take a couple of days off to at least introduce him to how the house works, where he needs to go for this and that, and also where he may need to walk to or get the bus to or the taxi to or maybe drive to if he was to go somewhere while she was at work. She gave him no instructions of how to actually navigate himself in America. She just said, hey, you've arrived tonight. Let's get the in, and then the next morning I'll leave you to it. I mean, we saw this kid fucking. I'm calling him a kid at this point because we see him crumble, not knowing how to use the kitchen. We see him crumble, literally nearly breaking the something in the shower or something like that. You know what I mean? Literally kid behavior, but at the same time though, his mother Yves, and I say his mother because that's how he wanted her to treat him, was supposed to guide him, was supposed to show him, and I can only imagine she told him she was gonna do that, but instead she didn't do that at all. You dig what I'm saying? So as far as I am concerned, as much as Mohamed is very needy, he's also a very clear-cut person. He's obviously made things abundantly clear. But Yves brings him in. First things first, figure yourself out. Second thing second. Oh yeah, by the way, you're also gonna be the babysitter to my kid most of the time. Whenever I'm at work. Not even letting him like, you know, settle in or show him the way. It's like she told him these things before, but she told him in a way where she was going to prepare him. She was going to obviously help him out. But instead, man's in the deep end like there's no tomorrow. You do not leave a kid in a deep end situation. And that's why you shouldn't leave Mohamed in a deep end situation. But you see with this lady right here, Yves, she doesn't give a two flying monkeys, if you dig what I'm saying. And I say that only because clearly here, evidently, she has shown an attitude that Mohamed was not expecting. And why? Because Mohamed had obviously made it clear. But for her now, she did the same thing as Angela would have done if Michael actually even made it to America. And that would have been like, well, we're in America now, baby, so we gotta do it my way rather than your way. But the funny thing is this though, right? How dare Yves sit there and say that we're no longer in a Muslim country? Sorry, hold on a minute. Rewind. It just hit me. Hold on a minute. But don't you have Muslims in America though? Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, you do, don't you? And we know this because they even went to a mosque. Sorry, I had a synagogue in my head, but it's definitely a mosque. It's definitely a mosque. But she even took him to a mosque where there was Muslims. So why she's referencing the fact that we're no longer in a Muslim country makes no sense. Because you can be a Muslim anywhere. You can be any religion anywhere. So her even saying that, furthermore, says that she's just trying to make it clear that we're in America now and we're no longer where you're at, so I don't have to follow anything. I told you that, but guess what? I've changed my mind. Or to be honest, maybe I lied because I just wanted to get a little bit of wood and also a babysitter for her own freaking benefits. But now she's realizing how serious he is. If anything, because of the age gap, she probably thought that she was going to be able to control him. She probably thought that when he came over, she probably thought that she could probably mold him, mother him into how she wanted him. She probably thought that she could turn the tables. She probably underestimated his resilience to want to be loyal to his religion, minus the fact that he's already slept with her before, of course. You know what I mean? So I think personally, she's targeted a man of his age, hoping that she can literally manipulate him, if you ask me. Maybe I'm going a bit too far. No, I'm not, because I'm reading it for what it is, if you dig what I just told you. Boy, man, when I make this video for Patreon, this is going to be absolutely mad. But nonetheless, though, let's see what else she had to say in Mohamed 2.
Happening when Eve go out with her friends and they started though. That's why she acting like she doesn't know me.
Oh, Mohamed, trust me. Eve knows you. And trust me, it's not that her friends are out there saying things to convince her. I'll tell you what's happened, Mohamed. I believe that before recording, she's told her friend that when he comes here, she's going to find a way to make sure that she doesn't lose her way and to make sure that you become her little petal, shall I say. And let's be real, women, tell me now, Do you not have conversations with your girlfriends about a certain guy? Like, I can imagine literally being a fly on the wall when women talk about men when they first met them and their intentions with them. I can only imagine. I mean, listen, I'm gonna do a little demonstration real quick, a little bit of role play right now. If I offend you ladies, well, I mean, it is what it is. I can't get it right now. If I get it wrong, you can only correct me rather than be offended. Come on now, let's not be sensitive, huh? Come on, we all love each other here. But here's the thing though, I can imagine being a fly on the wall, okay, and listening to ladies talk about men that they have just met and their intentions. You know what I mean? Eve probably rocked up to a little group, a little Karen meeting with her friends saying, hey girls, so I find myself a nice little Egyptian Muslim man online, okay? And guess what? Yeah, I'm gonna fly over there. And hopefully I'm gonna get my groove on, because you know girl ain't been busy for a minute and he's young, so I'm expecting him to have a lot of energy. And the girls be like, but if he's Muslim, how do you know he's gonna be able to, you know, because you know they have to get married, right? Ladies, don't worry, all of this, he's gonna want me. That's how we always get our men under control, by using the magic, you know. And the girls be like, okay, well, you do you, girl, you do you. She flies over. That is the worst plane sound I've heard in my life. But anyway, she flies over to Egypt. She gets there. She's like, hey, Mohamed, oh my God, you look so much better in person. You're so amazing, you know. And then they do that, they kiss it, and then boom, the legs open, go pum pum water and everything. Mohamed's like, oh my God, is this what America feels like? Nonetheless though, and obviously at that point she's like, yeah, she rings the girls, yeah, so I've secured the package. He has felt the American and he's gonna be coming over to the United States. But girls, I've got to tell you something. He expects me to abide by all of these rules that they obviously have to do, being based in a Muslim. Now, I'm just gonna play along, but when he gets over, I'm gonna let him know that this is America. Girlfriends be like, yeah, you gotta let him know that this is America, like, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we ain't having you change your ways. We love it when we all meet up all the time. We have our drinks, we have our conversations, we have our gossip. Yeah. Girls, don't worry, you know we got this. And the next thing you know, she flies back over to the States. Mohamed then flies over to the States as well shortly after. And the Mohamed obviously lands. What's the first thing that she gets done? The first thing that she wants is to get that magic going. She's like, ladies, he's landed. He's just landed. And you know what you gotta do, right? We gotta put the potion back into action to make sure he knows that he's here for all of this, and he's gonna do whatever he needs to keep it going. So the first night he arrives, what happens? She gives him the little splash. You know what I mean? Man was like, oh my God, America feels good again. But then at this point, she's thinking, yeah, I've got him exactly what I need him. But then boom, Mohamed's like, but remember the rules? She's like, whoa, okay, this wasn't supposed to happen. Rings up her girls. I don't think the potion, I don't think it worked this time. I think there's something going on here, because he's still stubborn to his rules. Don't worry, just invite him out for a meal. And we'll put some pressure on him, girl. You just sit back and don't say anything. Okay, I knew you guys had me. I knew you had me. And we all saw the scene, didn't we? We all saw the scene when Mohamed went to the mill, and the Karens literally went after him. They ambushed him, and Eve did nothing to support him, and all she did was instigate the situation by adding some more fuel to the fire, if you dig what I'm saying. And since then, all we've seen is every single scene that we have seen with Eve and her girlfriends has literally been about, oh, how are we gonna get Mohamed to change his mind, or how are we gonna make sure Mohamed doesn't change you are. When in reality, they've all been surprised about the backbone that Mohamed has. But the fact is, it's not about the backbone. It's just that at the end of the day, this is religion and this is the way he wants it. But let's not forget though, hey girls, remember how I told you how he wanted me to mother him? He wanted me to this woman. Well, little does he know, when it comes over here, he's gonna be the father to my kid anyway. He's gonna be my babysitter. This dumb fool. Does he not know this Punani's got the magic? He flies over. First things first. Make yourself some food, and you're gonna babysit my kid. Listen, this woman, she had it all planned out, and I know her and her girlfriends had this conversation. They're plotting to control him. Tell me otherwise. It's okay. I'll disagree with you until I'm proven wrong. But right now, Everything that I've assumed so far this season has been near enough correct. But nonetheless, let's see what else happens within this scene.
I
the same way. I feel the same way.
defended.
I feel the same way because I don't want to lose who I
They
am.
cannot judge me because they judge me by when they tell you we are scared.
Little did Mohamed know, they're not trying to judge you. They're trying to change you, bro. It's all a part of the plan. Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
Why?
Because I just feel like your religion is too confining for me. I'm a very free spirit.
The amount of BS coming out of her mouth right now is something else.
She doesn't have to convert to my religion, but I expected Eve to respect my culture because she decided to be with me.
And boom, bam, bam, that is it. She decided to be with me. So Eve was supposed to respect his culture. She was meant to respect everything that he had asked for. But like I've already said, she had no intentions because she wants to be Eve no matter what. And she decided that, well, Eve has got the power to try and control the boy. That's why she's targeted a young man from a foreign country that she genuinely believed that she could change. And if she couldn't do it, her friends were going to help her do it too. But all of them have all been taken back with the defiance of Mohamed. And to be honest with you, this is a lesson learned, ladies. Stop trying to control your men out here. Also at the same time, mend them. Stop trying to control the ladies out here. You know what I mean? Like, take someone for who they are and not for who they're not. If you're gonna go into someone's life and they've got certain things in their life, be ready to wanna compromise into that lifestyle, okay? And also they can compromise into your lifestyle to a certain degree too. You gotta find that balance. This right here is an experience of no balance whatsoever. But I tell you what though, the next thing that Mohamed has to say is literally the pinnacle.
Eve to respect my culture because she decided to
think about it, you know, this is something that we're definitely seeing from a lot of the cast members this season, and we've seen a lot of in different seasons. It's just that some of them go around it in different ways. This is just her different way. But I'm good thing that I'm not blind. I can see everything. I catch everything. Come on now, let's not mess about.
That doesn't make any sense to me because you know who I am since 2 years before I even come here. Now, if I did hide anything from you, let me know. Because I was very clear with you about everything.
If I did hide anything, let me know, because I was very clear before coming here. Very clear. She continues by saying, so did I. No, you wasn't loving. No, you wasn't dearing. You wasn't clear. You was clear to your friends. You was clear in your head, but you wasn't clear out loud. Because out loud, you were just agreeing with everything that he said. And I love the fact that he said that, man. That was it. That was the nail on the coffin. That was a pinnacle. At that moment in time, to be honest with you, she should have just said nothing. Her only reply, if she was going to reply, would have been, okay, I'm sorry. Or, okay, I lied. You know what I mean? Nothing else but that. Only the truth can come out of it. No. But hey, until this week's episode of 90 Day Fiancé, I guess we're going to see how things have turned out. If you understand what I'm saying. But I really do hope, though, I'm not going to lie to you, that these two have broken up, or I'll go into, because it's just not a nice setup. Unless, of course, Eve has made a complete U-turn and changed her mind and decided to, you know, do exactly what she had agreed to prior to the show even existing. I mean, prior to them even being on the show, or prior to even applying for the show. But hey, nonetheless, though, you guys let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. But as far as I'm concerned, even her friends had a plan this whole time to try and manipulate him to change his ways for her. Tell me otherwise, and we'll talk about it. But nonetheless, like, subscribe, and I'll see some of y'all on Patreon. We are out. Peace.